If your engineer or your solar installer has ever suggested that you use a bifacial solar panel for your home installation, fire him right there on the spot. He has no idea what the hell he's doing. What's up, everybody? My name is Ikenna from Smiling Sun. Everything solar installation, everything inverter installation, everything going green. How you guys doing? All right, so this is a bifacial solar panel. It's a beautiful piece of solar panel and it does a great job. All right, and right beside it, folks, is the monofacial traditional solar panel that everybody uses. So why is this referred to as monofacial solar panel and this guy right here as the bifacial solar panel? It's pretty simple. This guy has the ability to generate electricity from the front surface of the solar panel and the rear side of the solar panel. Let me show you guys what the rear side of the solar panel looks like. All right, so this is what the back looks like, folks. It's got a double layered glass right on the rear, just the same way it has a glass right in front. So whilst the front surface is faced directly at the sun and getting its own energy directly by facing the sun and getting the sunshine, the rear surface gets its own energy from the light reflections from the background. Has a cell at the back as well as in front. The back is guaranteed to generate 30% more energy for you guys for your solar system. And that is so beautiful. And the guys that invented this stuff are pretty very smart fellows. They sat down to say, why the hell are we allowing the backside to waste? Why don't we use the backside to generate more electricity? And they achieved it. So right now you have 30% more energy coming from the rear surface of the solar panel. So if you don't understand, let me explain to you so that you get it. Okay, so right here is a 550 watt solar panel. That's the rating of this guy. And it's a bifacial solar panel. And right here, folks, it's the monofacial solar panel. It's still the 550 watts rating. But what is so special about the bifacial is that the bifacial can give you 30% more energy from the rear surface. So just like this guy is rated 550 watt solar panel, it's going to be giving you an additional 165 watts. So if you put the two of them together, you have 715 watts. Whilst this guy, which is the monofacial solar panel, can only give you 550 watts, which is standard. That's the rating. That's all it can give you. But the bifacial solar panel can give you an additional 165 watts, additional 30% more energy from the rear surface, now summing the entire solar panel to be 715 watts. That's a brilliant idea, right? And that's why it costs way more than the monofacial solar panel. So that's why you're paying way more, because of that 30% more energy that you're guaranteed from the back. Now, this is where it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. It's actually very annoying that at the end of the day, after spending way so much to get this bifacial solar panel because of the guaranteed 30% that is meant to get from the rear surface, you end up installing it right on the roof. You have lost the potential of generating a 30% more energy, thereby making it a nonsense of all the money that you've spent trying to get this guy. Because the back generates electricity from the light reflections from the back. So it's not meant for home applications. This is essentially meant for industrial applications, the CNIs. Next time he says that to you, tell him no. What is going to happen when I place the back that is meant to generate 30% more energy right on the roof? So that's why it's just not the ideal solar panel for you to mount on your roof, because the moment you mount it right on your roof, this entire cells that you have right here at the rear is going to go blind, because it's not going to see space or the environment for it to attract and get light reflections that is going to culminate into the energy that the back is meant to generate. Okay, so it's not a good idea whatsoever. This is meant for industrial application where you can put these guys up on rigs and brackets where it can have that environment where it can begin to attract light reflections on the background. And what is also important is that when you're doing this installation, you provide like a white background that can form the proper light illuminations that can generate this electricity for you right at the back. That white background is going to help in the light illuminations that will give this guy that energy from the rear surface in order to give you that potential 30% that is guaranteed from the rear surface of the solar panel. So this guy has a double layered glass right at the rear surface and in the front surface. Okay, so it's potentially really very big. So you're gonna be loading up your roof with a lot of weight and you're not getting the value for which you're paying so much money for. So if you had to carry the bifacial solar panel, you definitely have to hit the gym and develop some biceps before you can lift this guy up, because it's pretty heavy. So it makes more sense to use your money to get the good old monofacial solar panel that can only get you energy from the front surface. So when you put the back down on the roof, you're not losing any form of energy and you are not wasting money. So it makes more sense to get yourself a monofacial solar panel. If you have any commercial deployment that you want to use the solar panels to do, then the bifacial solar panel will be your best choice. But if the destination is going to be your roof, which is home application, then the right choice for you to get is the monofacial solar panel. So now that I've saved you that money, what are you gonna do for me? Because I know right now some people at this moment while you're watching me, you're actually on your way to go get a bifacial solar panel and waste a whole lot of money. Now that I've saved you that money, what are you gonna do for me? A bottle of beer is not a bad idea. I don't think it is. I'm waiting for it. All right, everybody, thank you so very much for staying with us so far. That's the very much we can take today. All right, so if you haven't subscribed, always remember that's how you support this work that we're doing, and we're very grateful. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to comment, share, and like. Thank you guys so very much. I'm out of here.